All right, let's look at a very simple iTunes University workflow situation. I have a course here that is going to deliver me a project that I'm supposed to do in Pages. And they call this app smashing because you're going to be using multiple apps. So I'm using iTunes University, I'm going to use Pages, I could even use several other apps to pull this off. And then once those apps have all been done, I need to deliver this somehow back to the teacher. So let's look at this. I've got a project here in my Cell class, and one of them right here is turn in the completed lab, and there is a Cell Cheek lab worksheet, and I'm going to click on that worksheet, and when I do, I'm getting a preview of the worksheet. Now this is not in an app that I can actually work with it. It looks very much like a PDF document, although this happens to be a Pages document. And I have no way of really editing or working with this. So if you notice up here in the right hand corner, right up in here, you do get a little share button that I can push, and when I push that share button, I now am able to use this document with some other application. So I could send it as a message to somebody, I could use it as an email, I can open it in Evernote or maybe Notability to give it a little more annotation. But in this case, it's being a Pages document. I'm going to actually open this in Pages. Now notice that when I say that, it immediately takes me to Pages, and it's going to import that sheet right into the Pages application for me to work with. Now when it does this, it's going to tell me that there's some differences because this Pages document was made in the 09 version, so it was an older version of Pages. So it's going to tell me that there were some objects and tables that were removed. There's some table fills, which means there were some different colors that were removed. So that's something just for you to know as you go through. Some documents might have a lot more errors when it gets converted, and you need to take that into account. So let's go ahead and I'm going to open up this Cheek Cell worksheet. Now I'm in Pages, and I can actually work with this. So 3 parts of the cell theory, I could type it in. I'm one of those students, so I'm going to put Larry, Curly, and Mo. There we go. Once this worksheet is done, I now am going to utilize the tools up here, and again, I've got my share button. This will allow me to either send it as a link via iCloud, which means it would be shared in my iCloud storage. That doesn't always work for teachers. I can send a copy of it, so maybe this is a collaborative effort and other people are working on it, or I can also choose open in another app here. Now when I do that, I'm given a choice of what type of file would I like the finished product to be in. So if I'm a student and I'm using Pages and my teacher's using Pages, I might just choose to keep it in Pages. If I'm sending it out as an email, or I'm going to use it for somebody who might not have the actual Pages software app, I'm probably going to pick PDF. I could also pick Word or make it an EPUB. In Pages, you can actually create e-published books if you choose. For this example, I'm going to just click PDF. Now it is going to convert it, and then it's going to let me choose which app I would like to open it in. So I have a PDF file now that I can send some other way to somebody. Notice that I have Google Drive. If I'm using Notability or iBooks, I can open it in those, or Evernote. I have a few different options there. Google Drive is a fantastic solution because in your classroom you might be using Google Drive to turn in your work, and if that is the way you work, what it'll do then is it'll be the second part of the app smashing activity. So when I say open in Google Drive, I am now smashing that app again, and it's going to say, would you like to upload this to the drive? And if I say upload, it's going to do just that. So once it's uploaded, now it lives in my Google Drive. So notice that we've mashed together 3 total apps to perform this function. But now I have a file that was worked on in Pages that is uploaded to Google Drive that could now be used by the teacher or shared or emailed or whatever I want to do with it from here on out. So that's the fundamentals of a simple workflow in iTunes University and kind of an introduction to what I like to call app mashing.